Kenyan athletes are known globally as world beaters as they continue to dominate the middle and long distance races. The country won its first Olympic gold medal in the 1968 Mexico City Summer Olympics when Kipchoge Keino clinched the 1,500 meters race. Since then, the country continues to produce elite runners.
I think the highest accomplishment I've had was breaking the world record in the marathon of 2004, being the first man to be able to bring it from under 2 hours and 5. So that was the apex of my career, and I believe that was the major thing, apart from having won other achievements across the world.
I think for me it's kind of like, for people it's kind of like clear view for some big athletes. Well, I won the New York Marathon 1994 and to be the first Kenyan and African woman to win the prestige race in New York. And again, I broke the world record and I was the first African woman again in 1998 when I broke in Holland. That was it was a record belonged to Ingrid Christianity of Norway, which probably most, let's say, Western world were not expecting African women to come that far and break the world record.
The country continues to become a gold mine for world-beating champion athletes and runners, with a recent success being the 2009 Berlin World Championships, where Kenya was ranked 3rd overall with a total haul of 11 medals, 4 of them being gold. So what has been the drive behind this success?
The drive towards the athletic success in this country was purely incidental. It was what I can call a bandwagon effect, and it was catalyzed by principally the double Olympic champion Kipchoge Keino. When he went out there and won the gold medals in Munich and the subsequent Olympics, other people from the area where he came from, realized that athletics can be a paying sport. And when people like Henry Rono, the multiple world record holder, we remember he set 4 world records in 81 days, and people like Ben Kipchoge and other athletes like those, when they started coming up with good wealth and they started making money from the sport, other people from the area the Rift Valley province, started engaging en masse in athletics.
The tradition from the 50s really has been a strong point in Kenyan athletics, and I'd say, among many other factors, the most sort of telling factor in Kenyan athletic success is really the work ethic, the sheer hard work that Kenyan athletes are able to put in, which determines the success.
The celebrity Kenyan runners who share the mantle with Ethiopians as topmost athletes in Africa have captured the world headlines for their prowess, but it is not clear if the government has tapped into them effectively to brand the country.
Unfortunately, we haven't really tapped into this phenomenon to really just use our athletes and our athletic success to bolster our tourism sector. We could go a long way in boosting the tourism sector by using athletes, and slowly, as our athletes are more recognized internationally than really any other, than politicians or any other person coming from Kenya, and so there's many ways to take advantage of that we could still do, but if in the future, I think we must encourage the government and those who handle promotion of Kenya, brand Kenya, to really take up Kenyan athletes and use our success to promote tourism around the world.
With the plethora of Olympic, World Cross, World Junior and all other champions and even record holders at every aspect of our sport in athletics, it's unfortunate that the country are not using these people, these figures, to try and market the country abroad. There are so many. If we are effectively marketing athletics as a sport and using them to market as a country, we'll be having a flood of visitors coming to places like Eldoret, coming to places like Ngong, and coming to places like Kaptagat, Kapsabet, where there is a concentration of athletics genius. Because it is one of the phenomena that has confounded many people out there, is the fact that as a country we don't have so many resources. We don't have, we can't say we are endowed very well with resources, but we continue producing world beaters.
Optimism is, however, high that if effectively harnessed as marketing agents for the country, Kenya can reap from its unutilized potential to attract more tourists and foreign investment into the country.
Our athlete has played a big role. Remember 2007 when we had the first elections, the name of this country was completely, you could not want to say that I come from Kenya. But when the Olympic came, when you saw people like Wanjiro, the rest of the other athletes, Chelimo, it opened, it washes the black side of our, the name of our country.
If we can invest probably maybe about, I can say maybe around maybe $100,000 or $200,000. We can take a sizable number of our top elite sportsmen, where they can travel across the world very cheaply, and we will be able to get the impact immediately, because these are people, they are known and recognized everywhere.
Moving forward, the unending talent emerging from the grassroots is expected to contribute to the country's rich athletic potential, and it is hoped that stakeholders within the athletics field will rope them in and market them as a brand.
The Kenyan government is really recognizing the athletes. They are being honored. Roads, to honor an athlete for what he or she has done is if they are decorated with the presidential decorations, they get, even the roads are named after them. I think that's a big honor.